Okay, folks, I went through a recycle bin and found this piece of, it's kind of, for an artist, I could say it's a little bit humiliating, but what can you say? You're trying to save money. Most artists don't make money from their art anyway, so we're just going to do something interesting here with something really lowly and it's probably not the most hygienic, but most things I photocopy are pretty grungy and dirty anyway. So let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. I've done quite a few of these. They're quite common in my repertoire, fairly. Okay, let's see what this is. It is Dunny roll wrapper. Okay, Dunny roll wrapper. Who gives a crap? That's it. Who gives a crap? Dunny roll wrapper. So we're going to utilise this piece of humble wrapping paper, you could say. It's a bit random and trying to get the label in the frame. Who gives a crap? Yeah, that's come up looking really quite interesting. It's very dark. At least the green and the blue comes out quite contrasty. But it's not what we want. I think we've got to lighten it a bit. Maybe further. But yeah, who gives a crap? I do feel that the TV channels like Channel 9 don't give a crap about my creativity, about trying to get it to air on their 6 o'clock news bulletin. It's really difficult trying to convince them that my work is worth anything to air on the news. I'm not rich, I'm not famous, I'm not a Ken Doan, and I really hate Ken Doan. I hate his guts, I hate his fucktardery, and I really get so annoyed with him, folks. I just don't like people like him who seem to have everything and they don't do much to make it happen, that they manage to get the attention, they get money, they get publicity, and people like me, well, I just get treated like a proverbial little pissant, a worthless little person, little person, someone who's really contemptible. Now I'm just going to stop there. I forgot to do something, folks. So I'm just going to pull it up. I was meant to, no, not that. I was meant to darken the setting a bit. Actually, I wonder if it's going to be better dark or light. But yeah, I do get really annoyed at the status quo, and I get annoyed that, and people like Ken Doan just make so much money just by making art. Honestly, he's had too much publicity. He's an asshole. He's a fuckwit. That looks really quite interesting. I think we can work with that. But basically, I really have no respect for establishment, folks. I know it's competitive, and that's the thing. I'm trying to compete against people like him. And the Archibald Prize, that's another thing that was on the news last night. It was really annoying me. I just couldn't watch it anymore. I just couldn't watch the news anymore because it was just driving me nuts, thinking, that my work is not worth it. And just because the Archibald Prize is a huge institution in the art world, and that TV channels like Channel 9, if they're going to report on art, they'd rather go to the high end of town and not deal with little people like me who might be viewed as scummy and dirty and filthy and useless and everything under the sun that an artist shouldn't be fucking believing they are. I never had it good in life, folks. I started my life coming out of my mum's womb, feet first. I had a cord around my neck, and I do believe I have an undiagnosed intellectual disability that set me up for failure, especially at school and at TAFE, at college. I couldn't do anything right. I couldn't do things, I also believe I also have high-functioning autism, which would account for the problems I had being teased and bullied at school. So I never had it right, Channel 9. Channel 9, I never had a good start to life, and yet you don't care. You just want the rich and famous. Well, fuck yous, assholes! Go fuck yourselves, Channel 9, and your fucking shit. You couldn't give a crap about anyone except your fucking brown-nosing rich cunts like the Archibald Prize. I hate the Archibald Prize. It's so snooty. You go fuck yourselves, Channel 9. I'm not watching your fucking bulletin anymore. No more. I'm not interested. I'm not interested, folks. Fuck, I've watched that bulletin for too long and it's just fucked me head in. It does my head in, folks. It really does. It does my head in. I'm sick of it. Go fuck yourselves, you go fucking take your bullshit elsewhere, folks. I get so frustrated. I try my best being disabled. I'm on the disability support pension and I don't enjoy it. I work in an Australian disability enterprise and I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy my disability, folks. I don't want to be defined by it just because I'm not rich enough I'm not established. You got to give me a chance. I'm trying my best. I'm not rich. I'm not going to fucking make money from this unless you fucking help me. I don't want to be a burden on the taxpayer. I don't want to be costing people money to support me, and I'm not earning enough to enjoy myself, to be able to make a living out of this art. I'm not rich. This photocopier, if it breaks, I may not be able to get it fixed, and I can't afford a new one. I couldn't afford the loan, which took 6 years to pay off, and I had trouble paying it, and I've probably got a bad name and credit history. So, I have to this machine's it. Otherwise, I'm screwed. I've become so desperate, I'm going to go to Brisbane and hopefully do some demos up there. And that's come up looking really quite a treat. And it's up to you, Channel 9. I had a bad start to life. I am not going to allow my life to be defined by what I can't do. And I also want to get in touch with my partner, Luigi. I'm lonely. Loneliness kills like 15 fucking cigarettes a day. Do you get it, bitches? Do you understand, fuckwits? I'm lonely. Do you know what loneliness is like, fucktards? All the time on your own, you fucking idiots. Go fuck yourselves, you monkeys. Stupid fucks. Oh yeah, monkey is not a homophobic or a racial slur. From me, it's basically indicating how stupid and brainless you fucking tards are, you idiots. You fucking idiots. You like monkey brain. Like a monkey. Stupid. Channel 9, fuckwits.